Hi, and welcome to Creative Chelsea. Today I'd like to share with you some Christmas tags and some really quick and simple Christmas cards. For Christmas, for my neighbor, teacher, and friend gifts, I like to make them Christmas tags. I like them to keep them really simple, just so that I can mass produce them and so that they can use them on any type of gift. So I'd like to show you today how I made those and then how I packaged them to give them to my friends. And then I'd like to show you how you can turn one of those tags into a really quick and simple Christmas card. So the nice thing about these tags is that you can use them with any Christmas pattern paper as well as any stamp set. So all you're going to need for the tags, you're going to need some pattern Christmas paper, and you're going to cut it to 2 inches by 3 inches. Then you'll need a strip of a coordinating color, and it is 1/2 inch by 2.5 inches, so just slightly wider than the tag. And then you'll need just some stamps. And so I've went through my stash and I've just looked for some small Christmas stamps. And I found some paper pumpkin. So this was October's paper pumpkin. And they just had this really great wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And so that would work really well for these tags. And then November's had some really fun ones. It had a gift for you, and you could, just cut that out. As well as the peace and love and joy would be fun. Or you could even just keep it really simple and do to and from. I also found a really great Christmas tag stamp set. This was from a couple years ago, and it did come with a coordinating punch. And so that was a really fun one to use. And I used that on these ones. So you can see how that kind of turned out really cute. So just look through your stamp set. You've got something, I'm sure, in your craft room. But today I'd like to use a stamp from the Peaceful Boughs. And so this one is current. So if you don't have something you think will work, you could just use this season's greetings. So this is the punch I'm going to use, and it is retired, but the current catalog has some really great punch shapes that kind of give this like a decorative tag, kind of. So look through that if you don't have something already in your craft room. So once we've cut out our tags, you're just going to get some scrap paper. And I'm going to use Very Vanilla because it matches the tags. But if if your paper is white, then you would use a white cardstock. And I'm just using Early Espresso ink. And I'm just going to stamp. And I'm going to do it twice. And then you punch it. So these are really fast, and you could mass produce them pretty easily. Just kind of line it up. Okay, so another thing you can do on some of my tags, I have notched the edges to kind of give it like a flag banner shape. You could also keep it straight. That's totally up to you. I will show you what it looks like straight and with a notch. So this one will notch. So I just do that by snipping from the center and then from the edges. So center just as high as you want it to go, and then from edge to that top snip. And then these just get glued in the center of your tag, so at about 1.5 inches. If you wanted, you can measure or just eyeball it. And I'm just putting a drop of glue. And then these get popped up with some dimensionals. And I'm just going to use up some from my paper pumpkin kits. And so I just have a lot of those. So that's what I'm using. So they're just minis. You can use whatever you've got laying around. And that just gets centered on your strip. Oh, my strip is crooked. Probably got bumped. There. Okay, so we've got those 2 tags done. And you can see the difference between just having a straight edge or a notched edge. And because this label punch was so wide, you know, you can kind of pick and choose which one you like. When you have a punch that's a little smaller and a stamp that's smaller, you do see a little more of that coordinating color. So it's really whatever you want. Here's a round one, and you can see how it is slightly smaller than the 2 inches. And so you get a little more of that coordinating color. But it all is really cute, with just a couple different stamps. You can see how those turn out. Here's an interesting one. This one was cut to 2 inches, so it's exactly the same as the tag, but then it just has that little peeking out on each side. And this one I just cut a strip and stamped on the strip, so you don't need a punch if you don't have one. Okay, so let's turn this one into a tag. I'm just going to grab a hole punch and just kind of a medium size. You're going to punch in the center on the top. And then take any kind of string. I'm going to use linen thread for these ones, and I'm going to measure 8 inches. I found that 8 inches is really a good size for me. And you're just going to string it through and then tie a knot at the top. And then you've got your tag. And these are really a really fun gift. And I've had so many people tell me how much they really enjoy getting these for Christmas. So when I package these, I will take 6 of them, or roughly that many, and use one of the clear envelopes. I don't know if you can see that since it's clear, but Stampin' Up! Sells packages of clear envelopes, and they're really well priced. And so what I will do is I'll take 1/4 a sheet of paper. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it's just flat. It's not a card. And I'll stamp on one side just a really nice Christmas greeting. And so I'm going to use that same stamp set from the Peaceful Boughs, and I'm going to put Season's Greetings on top. And then this really nice greeting that says, "May the spirit of peace gently fill your heart and home in this most wonderful time of year." So I'm going to stamp that, stamp that under. And then what I can do is just write my friend or my neighbor's name at the top, and then just sign our family name at the bottom. And then I'm going to slip this into the packaging. And I want this actually to be on the back, so the side where the flap is going to close. And so on the front is where I'm going to place the tags. So I'm going to pick 6 tags. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 6 tags, and I'm going to put those in the front of that paper. and kind of arrange them so they can kind of see a couple of them. Stick all those threads in there, and then you just simply tear off the top and close it, and you've got a really cute neighbor friend Christmas gift. And so you can really do them with all different colors and with any type of twine or string that you've got laying around. So this is a really great way to use up some leftover things that you've got laying around your house. All right, so we've got our tags done. So now I'm going to show you how you can turn this tag, the same idea of a tag, into a Christmas card. All right, so I've got a card base, and this is very vanilla again because it's what matches my paper. And I'm just folding it in half. And then the only other thing we need is a coordinating color cardstock. And I've picked Garden Green, and it is 1 inch bigger on both sides. So this is 2 inches, so this is 3 inches. And then this was 3 inches, so I've cut it at 4 inches. And I'm just going to adhere this to the bottom right corner, and I'm leaving about a little more than 1/4 of an inch around the edge. So from the right to the bottom edge. So just kind of offset it so it's not quite in the center. And then you're just going to add this to the center of your Christmas card. And so you'll just want to make sure it's even all the way around. And then open up, and you can use a bone folder or something to really smooth that glue out. Great. So I just noticed, and this happens a lot, right, when we're designing, that I did pop this up with some dimensionals on the, so the tag is popped up. So you can kind of see how the two different looks, what they would look like. Not a huge change, but it does give a little more dimension on this card than this one. And of course, you can step up these cards. You know, you can add more stamping, you could add more accessories, but the whole point was to come up with something quick and easy in case you're needing a really fast Christmas card. And these would be really cute to even give with the tags. So it could be a fun card to play. You could put this card inside and use that as, you know, a little message that you want to write to your friend or neighbor along with the Christmas tags. So there's some really fun options with this project. Now I do want to give a shout out to another YouTuber out there. Call Me Crafty Owl came up with a really cute card layout, and this was kind of inspired by her card. And so I'll show you that right now. So her card is on a clear background, but she's also using kind of a tag shape as the focal point of her card. So thanks so much for that great idea. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, like, and share. Visit creativechelsea.com for a free tutorial of this project and to purchase the supplies needed. Have a creative day. Bye.